Dumelang guys, welcome to it. This is the catch up where we bring you entertainment news. If you like the content, please subscribe, hit that like button, please set up the notification so that you know what time it is. Let's talk about Taz The Medium. She was on Podcast and Chill with Mick G, and she was reading people. There's some things that caught me that she said. Okay, so first of all, I'd like to put a disclaimer out there to say that her work speaks for itself. She's doing incredible work around the country and internationally. She's helping a lot of people, and I don't have anything negative to say about that. But what caught my attention is the fact that when she was asked about African spirituality, I'll just drop it down a bit to Sangomas. Okay, there was a question that pulled through, and it touched on the subject of Sangomas. Obviously, I would also ask, but her response was very alarming. Okay, guys, I wish that she could have told us that, what, she's not well knowledged about that. She doesn't really know why Africans do certain rituals in terms of slaughtering, sorry for that language, but slaughtering of, animals, right? And, other rituals that I may not know of. She mentioned that it is not necessary for you to slaughter or do certain rituals to communicate with your ancestors. That gave me a whole lot of trouble. It gave me a whole lot of trouble because I feel like it's damaging. Why? Because we've been doing such things as African people for a long time. These are the traditions and the rituals that our forefathers were doing before we were even born. Our grandfathers did them when we were born. We learned from them. Our parents learned from their own grandparents. It's very alarming that an Indian person would downplay the beliefs and traditions of Africans. I'm not bashing her, and I'm not trying to discredit her. Her work speaks for herself. But my complaint, rather, is for that she doesn't have enough knowledge about Africanity. And now my thing is, a lot of African people that have not dwelled enough, or rather strongly, in African spirituality will now step back and think, you know what? Because I've seen Taz's work, everything that she says is correct. There are people that have not taken a step, into, African spirituality. Anybody can believe in anything that they want, but do not discredit the things that the traditions that other people do. Do you understand? I feel that was I think if any time soon that the podcast invite her back, I think she needs to make a whole little moment nyana to just correct what she said. And I want other healers out there, whether they are mediums, whether they're chakrahans, whether they are sangomas or inyanga, whether they are, spirituality is very vast, prophets and seers. I feel that they need to just gather enough knowledge before speaking on it, because you can't as a person speak on something that you don't know, you haven't read about, you don't know, and you haven't practiced. Yes, most of the things that she said are very true and well, but this point of African spirituality,